What's up, guys? I'm Bernie with 25, and I am here with Jonitta, Brent, and Sara from Lindsay Lohan's Beach Club. Hi, guys.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. So, a year ago, could you imagine that you would be in Mykonos with Lindsay Lohan as a boss, knowing each other, living with your coworkers, partying, crying, laughing, making money, making connections?
No way.
definitely like a surreal moment for sure, especially when like I got the call that I was going to Mykonos. Like I have never been to Greece. I don't know if you guys have been to Greece, but and then when we got there and found out that we were working for Lindsay Lohan, it's like all I see is what I've seen in the press and about her. I didn't know she was building this like huge empire out there. So
yeah, she like disappeared from America. I think we were all worried about like where Lindsay was, and she's just building an empire in a different country.
Wow. So you had no idea when you agreed to do this that she would be your boss?
No, we knew we would have a celebrity boss, but we're all used to working with celebrities, so we didn't know what celebrity to expect.
Interesting. Okay, so how did your impression of her change from before you met her to now that you've worked with her?
Well, I mean, all you see is like the party girl and like the media painting her a certain way for us to see. And then when we got to meet her, I know one-on-one, it was like she's very spiritual, very smart and intelligent and like personable and approachable. Like you don't see that in the papers, but she was very easy to talk to and you know, she looked out for us, but like was also very hard on us.
She was just like super relatable. I mean, like the things that she's gone through, if we had cameras in front of our faces like that, like when I was in college, oh my God, it would be the same exact story, if not worse.
Definitely. So you guys not only work with each other, you live with each other.
Yep.
Did you expect it to be the way that it was?
Well, I knew when I walked in that house, I was getting my own room. So it's like you're meeting all these people, and it's like I'm not sharing a room with strangers. Like, and I'm also not sleeping on a cot or a twin-size bed like you guys all had to. So
I like to call it a social experiment.
You
know, it's people that you would never talk to in your everyday life, but you're forced to live in one house with them. And not only do you live with these people, you have to work with them.
So there were like fine lines that like, you know, we're getting crossed with our personal lives and our work lives. Like things would happen at the house and then we would have to try not to bring that to work and things just got crazy.
That's hard, that's hard.
Yeah.
People are obviously drawing a lot of comparisons between your show and Vanderpump Rules. Were you fans of Vanderpump Rules, or are you fans of Vanderpump Rules? You can answer honestly.
Yeah, no, I don't watch reality TV at all. So I binge watched season 1 yesterday, and I was like, wow, this show is pretty good, but it's still nothing compared to what we have going on in our show.
Right.
I know Brent has an opinion about it.
Let's hear it.
My issue is like I don't do comparisons, you know? You got them who are working in a boutique restaurant in West Hollywood with no room for growth, and you have us with Lindsay who's opening up clubs all over the world. It's like, how do you compare, you know? And it's like Vanderpump Rules is, I don't know, 7 seasons in, and most of them are still working at a boutique restaurant in West Hollywood. Like, I was doing that stuff when I was a kid, when I was 20, 21, so I don't like to compare it.
I would have been a lot happier with the Jackson house.
Would you guys be open to returning next summer if that were on the table?
100%.
I think so.
100%. Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so it was a positive experience overall.
I think looking back now, it was definitely there was definitely a learning curve, and you know, I think we've become close like outside of it and grown, and you know, we know what to expect this time coming in. We know what to expect from Lindsay. We know what to expect from Pano. So I think we would have a different approach.
Yeah, definitely.
This time around.
Okay.
And now I feel like we know how to deal with different personalities. I know for myself I do. Like before I never was forced to work with people that were so different from me, or like I was forced to work or live with someone that I didn't necessarily like. So now I feel like experiencing this summer and being around so many different people, I now know how to handle like different personalities and how to just like coexist but not like create a friendship.
That's invaluable. I mean, you have to do that everywhere you go, so definitely.
Patience.
Do you guys have any regrets from this season?
I think episode 2, it's pretty nothing but regrets, but it worked out.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure like in one episode you're like #no regrets though. I think that was like a GIF that I saw.
Well, I feel like
So I
that
don't know
brought,
about
I feel
all
like that
that.
argument in the back of my mind, it really brought us closer together. what happened that night?
I mean, like off camera, like, you know, some of the, you know, even like his apology in the second episode, you guys didn't really get to see a lot of it, so.
I was very sweet to her and very apologetic.
So
There were some things.
what was it like for both of you watching that scene, that episode?
Very emotional.
Okay.
I didn't remember all of the things that he said that night, so watching that over again was pretty hurtful. And how did you feel about it, Brent?
I mean, for me, like, I like developed like really strong feelings for Sara. Like, you know, like my thing is like if I see someone like, you know, I work in the industry, I see a lot of girls, and obviously like things didn't go the way it planned originally when I first met her, but I knew that I saw like a potential future with this girl, and so it was my job to make it up to her. And so just like reliving that is like was really hard, and it was like I was like cringing, and MTV put me on blast with that throw up. So
That
was pretty bad.
What was it like for you to watch that? Painful?
Yeah, like I didn't know that he said all of the things that he said. It was just more so like me having her back and just being there for her. But had I known that he called me a tutu, I probably would have had double glasses of like tequila to throw at him.
Let me ask you guys this. Have you received a lot of social media backlash?
I have.
I
They have, like, it's gonna be different for me going into tomorrow's episode because I've just been getting so much love so far. And I've had so many people just rooting for me, like, finally to get an episode where Panos acknowledges my hard work, and then to just take so many steps backwards where, like, I might get fired, you know?
Yeah, and obviously, like, me taking Brent back after all the things that he said is just getting me a bunch of flack. But people don't realize that, like, a lot of stuff happened off camera, you know, and like we built like a different type of relationship that you don't really get to see because there's so much that's going on.
Yeah.
So
They missed like the pursuit of him like really trying to get her back.
Yeah, like it wasn't
I was,
easy,
like,
I promise.
complimenting her 24/7 every time we got in the van and all that stuff, and they didn't show that.
And you were just not into it?
No.
At first I
Of course
wasn't.
she wasn't.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a reality show. They can't show all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
And I think,
And they're painting a picture of me, but that's why I say bear with me, because
do you think you'll get redemption as the season goes on?
I mean, I think when people saw that, you know,
There's still some ways
Yeah.
to go.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
You guys, you run into some more trouble?
So much more.
yeah, but you
And I
all
was
you
a
guys talk about is
mediator.
the bad. You never just say anything about
Do you
the
know
good.
what reality TV is?
And because Brent, like, you
we
would
get another
literally,
guy up here?
you did good things, but then like the one bad thing you would do would take you so many more steps backwards.
The like
You
3
know what
or
I mean?
4
And then you do
bad
something
things
sweet, and then it's like
that he did.
so many more steps backwards.
You're
I was like rooting for you.
Well, I'm excited to see the rest of the season. I'm glad you guys had such a good experience. You'd be willing to go back. Yeah, thank you so much for being here.